Where you gonna run to, oh sinner man? Where you gonna run to all on that day? Run to the rock, rock, won't you hide me? Run to the rock, rock, won't you hide me? Run to the rock, rock, won't you hide me? All on that day. Run to the sea, sea, won't you hide me? Run to the sea, sea, won't you hide me? Run to the sea, sea, won't you hide me? All on that. Lord, said sinner man, the sea will be a boiling. Lord, said sinner man, the moon will be a bleeding. Lord, said sinner man, the stars will be a freezing. All on that day. Should have been a praying, Lord, said sinner man. Should have been a praying, Lord, said sinner man. You should have been a praying all on that day. Oh, sinner man, where you gonna run to? Oh, sinner man, where you gonna run to? Sinner man, where you gonna run to? All on that day. Run to the rock, run to the stars, run to the sea. Won't you hide me? Should have been a praying. Should have been a praying.
Is that yes?
Yay, there we are.
It's 8 o'clock on a Sunday. Regular crowd shovels in. There's an old man, he's sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La 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 la. John at the bar, he's a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke, or he'll light up your smoke. But there's some place that he'd rather be. You see, John, I believe this is killing me, as the smile ran away from his face. Oh, I know I could be a big movie star if I could get out of this place. La 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 la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Paul, he's a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. He's talking with David, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessman slowly gets stoned. Well, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. La 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 la. La 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 la. Sing us a song, you little piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, I hope you are, and you've got us feeling alright. It's a pretty reasonable crowd.
You're right.
No, it's falling down all the time.
Right.
I was doing
Mine
that. Yeah, I was.
Trying to
You
stop it going
yeah,
down.
it was. It's a pretty good crowd, a reasonable crowd
Nice crowd.
for a
Nice
Sunday.
crowd.
It's some new people in, I think.
I hope so.
And a
Tell us
mannequin.
if you're new. Tell us if you're new. We'd like
Well,
to
she
speak to
gives
you.
me a smile. It's always a great moment when I'm noticing, I'm singing this song away, and then you then pick up the microphone in an attitude that you're going to start speaking. And I should just stop you, shouldn't I, right there? Just stop you. Just say, it's my show. Here I am. You know,
Yeah, just
what?
like to say something at this
What?
point. The new rule is if you get a
Yeah.
test card,
Yeah,
with the test card comes consequences.
right.
And the consequence is
Hmm.
that Rachel will just start a track without knowledge of what that track will be.
This, all right. It's
So
gonna be-
behave yourself, because
No, I think
bad
actually-
behaviour
no,
brings
well,
consequences.
badly-
As I was telling
Who?
Mr. Reverend Hill.
Reverend Hill. What are you doing talking to Reverend Hill in Wales? What have you got to do with anything? What's he got to do
Well,
with
he's on the
anything?
naughty step, and he wants another blanket. I said he can't have one. Bad behaviour has consequences.
What's he on the naughty step for?
Just being him, I think.
That's not very nice, is it? I think you infantilise us men, you know. I think us men out there, there we go. You see,
No,
we're
I
just
think
naughty boys.
Can I just say, I think you do it all yourself.
Ah, I see.
None
well,
of our doing.
Well, can I just say once again,
Yes, you
it's
can.
a pretty good crowd for a Sunday. And a manager, she gives me a smile. Because she knows that it's me they've been coming to see. To forget about life for a while. I thought I'd do that in a... Oh, I say. What? I went up to the man in the butcher's and I said, excuse me. I'd like a steak plate. No, what's the... I can't even remember the gag.
No, just as well.
I went to the and I said, excuse me, I went to the baker's. I said, excuse me, sir. He said, I'd like to buy a wasp, please. He said, what, sir? We don't sell wasps. I said, strange, because I saw one in your window only this afternoon. Thank you very much.
I think you better carry on.
Man
with
goes
the
to the
song.
butcher's and he said, I'd quarter of ham, please. And the butcher says,
Lean back.
I said, I'd like a quarter of ham, please. Thank you very much. I'm not here all week. You'll be glad to know. And the manager, she gives me a smile.
Tired smile.
Yeah, you know, actually is tired. We went out today and I walked that bit too much.
Yeah, it was a bit sad.
Because she
wasn't
knows
it?
it's me. That, by the way, is a diminished chord.
It
Which
is.
is unusual.
Yes, I knew that was a
They've
diminished
been
chord.
coming. Now that's a difficult chord, that one.
That's lovely.
There it is. That's E minor 11. Right. C to forget about. That's C major 7. Life. That's basically
Whatever.
A minor over D.
It's whatever.
For a while. And the piano it sounds like a carnival. And the microphone it smells like a beer. And there's sun at the bar and the bread in my jar. Say, man, what are you doing here? La 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 la. La 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 la. Sing us a song, the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and we've got us feeling alright. As the piano dies away, we welcome you once again to JV Live from the Steinway Room.
Hello, everyone.
Hold on. JV Live from the Steinway Room with Sue. And also, we take that off, put that down there. I'm going to have a look at my
To be
list.
trodden on another
Now, can
day.
what?
To be trodden on another day.
To be trodden on another day. Yes. No wonder everything breaks in this house.
As you'll notice, Jonathan has a slightly different array of music tonight.
Oh, let's see what she
Can I
decided
just-
to do.
I just
look down
decided-
here. Right, look at it.
Come on,
Look,
let's
look.
put the other camera
Oh,
on.
right, you put the camera on. I didn't
there we
realise
go.
you changed
No,
that.
No, that's fine.
Right, so
I went on strike. I said, no, I'm not doing the book
she's not
for
putting
you.
it in. So now I have to guess what I'm going to do because I can't. Who remembers? And I'm just going to sing an array of songs, do a bits of things and bits of bobs.
Bits of bobs.
And I'm going to want you, everybody, this week to write in about. Tell me what kind of week you've had.
Yes,
Tell
tell
me
us.
what. Tell me a highlight. I know John Dick is always. He's always going to saying, give me a good thing that
Yeah.
God has done for you. Well, I just want a highlight. Okay. It can be as good as you went and had a cup of tea with a friend. It can be as tiny as you saw a daffodil blooming in front of you. You can smell, as we did today. We went to Chawton House for a little walk, where I wrecked my hip once again. And we went for Chawton House, which is where Jane Austen lived,
yes,
not born.
Sort of near there. Her brother lived in Chawton House.
Yes, but up
She
the
lived
road,
in a small house on
which
the
was
estate.
it was like a one-bedroomed flat in comparison to Chawton House, where they charge you about £50,000 to get in, and that's just to get in the door, and then it's everything else on top of that. So we
just
we
walked.
looked, don't we?
Yes.
We looked from afar,
Oh, there's
and
Chawton House.
and we bought a super water latte. That was it. And then she came out.
And we
But
spoke to a few people.
in fact, we had a lovely conversation with Amanda Rees. See, that was my highlight today, was actually going out with you, right? Nice, the sun was shining, it smelt like spring.
It did.
There was the sound, that gentle and comforting sound of the petrol-driven lawnmower. I have one myself, and I love it. I'm addicted to stripes. I think that's basically, those of you who've seen our garden will know that in the height of summer, when I'm allowed to and I can walk up and down it with the lawnmower, I get these stripes on the lawn, and that's my ultimate. That's it. For me, I can just relax then after I've got the stripes. It's right, isn't it?
So we got a few coming in. Margaret Bound said spring flowers in the garden. Ruth Wallace said my highlight was having a lovely walk with a friend in the evening the other day. Luckily, Wasn't raining.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
My first coffee, says Christine Andrews, in a coffee shop since September. Wow, that's a real thing, Christine.
Christine, where have you been?
She's been having treatment for cancer.
Oh, Christine!
So at last.
Your first coffee.
Until 2 weeks ago, coffee tasted awful. Taste is coming back after all the chemo.
Okay.
Hurrah!
Okay, all right.
Brilliant.
In addition to all of this, I want you to tell me what your favourite coffee is. Because I just can't get it. Don't understand it.
I can't keep on top of it.
Go on anymore.
David Hicks said, my highlight this week was today's service from Craig Albert. A real inspiration after a busy week. So thank you, John Dick. So if you haven't watched it, I suggest you go and watch it.
You go and do it. But don't do it while we're watching while you're doing this show.
Not now. No.
Is Karen Bate around these days?
She's on YouTube, I believe.
Oh, right. Well, tell her to sign in on Facebook.
Yes, but I will try and keep an eye. I think Rachel might keep an eye.
Anybody
on
else? Anybody else for anything
More
else?
walks. Andy Hepburn, said a latte, only decaf coffee here in Enfield. And actually, it's all you get when you come to our house as well.
Well, actually, to be fair, now Mr. Hatvarney, but Rachel, are you ready with that picture that little video I had? Don't put it on yet. Just let me say.
Okay.
Right, just be standing by that little video.
Standing by.
And now, Mr. Hatvarney, as you've written in, now Mr. Hatvarney, as many of you know, has contributed muchly, Mr. and Mrs. Hatvarney, to this wonderful community over these 4 years. And I have to say, they are what they say on the tin. I always say that about them. They're just good people. I can't tell you more than that. They're just good people, and it's so refreshing to meet people who are what they say. And this man has taken pity. He comes and stays every other week.
Take pity on you.
He's taken pity on me because he's seen our house, and he sees that there are so many bits and pieces that don't get done because Sue just doesn't let me anywhere near them. And then we're desperate for people to come in and do things. So what he did, we built this new shed. We had to because the other one was dead. And so we built this new shed up in the garden. And Andy came in and he looked at it and went, it's a nice shed, but it's got nothing in it. He said, you need something in it. So I said, okay, let's put something in it. And he then came, and this video will tell you very briefly what he's done. Look, he'll show you. Here it is. Now this. Now this. Now this shed we had to put up recently to contain all my stuff. But let me just say that we're very thankful to a member of the community, Andy Hatvarney, who, once the shed had put up, he said, you've got to get help. Look what he's done for me in my shed. He's put shelves up. He's put places for all my stuff, for the gear, my piano that I take on tour, all of the stage, there it is, for the stage when I do the shows, and I do actually even my Tonight show. And he's put everything into organised places. Look, things hanging up. See, I could be no happier than this kindness showed to me. So, I just thought I'd show you that today, here on Show an Old Man a Bit of Kindness, from Andy Hatvarney to JV. There it is.
Well, brilliant. Thank you so much, Andy. You've sorted us out beautifully.
Thank you, mate.
It looks so tidy.
It does.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Absolutely awesome.
you're welcome back any Wednesday to do any of the jobs. Let's have a song. Here it goes. Oh, no. Sorry, stop. Not that one, the other one.
Would you like me
From number one. Thank you very much. This one many of you haven't heard.
That's the one.
What a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Now something completely different. Here we go. From Life and Soul, first album I recorded 23 years ago. What a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Jesus. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Him. Have we trials and temptations? Is there trouble anywhere? We should never be discouraged. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Jesus. Give it up. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Him. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Jesus. Give it up. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Him. Are we weak and heavy laden, cumbered with a load of care? Precious Savior, still our refuge. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Jesus. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Him. To Jesus. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Give it up.
What a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear.
What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Jesus. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Him. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Jesus. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Him. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Jesus. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Him. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Him. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it all to Him. What a friend we have in Jesus.
Give it up, give it up.
We should never be discouraged. Everything in prayer. Give it up. Take it to the Lord in prayer.
Well,
Well,
that was different.
I bet nobody. Yet you hated that song. You
Initially.
No, not initially. For the first 20 years, you hated it. All right. And then because I wrote it with Dave Cook, who was producing the album, and we thought we'll start with "What a friend we have in Jesus," and then he said, "Well, why don't we just write a little bit of a doobie-doo, as he called it,
A doobie-doo.
a bit of fiddly-foo, around the theme." And it went. People in America loved it, and my mother hated it. And if she's out there, Mum, I'm going to sing you a song later on.
That you'll love.
That you'll love this song, all right? You're going to love this song. Mm-hmm. However, I just thought, now, Gareth, did you enjoy that? Because you're a bit of a...
said so far.
Nobody said anything.
Owen Lamb said, "Oh, JV in the groove."
Yeah, that's the one. Well, that's what we thought.
Can I just say that
Owen.
Liz Filer said great, hand clap, and everyone else is still writing in things that...
About what they did. Anything that...
No, just lots of walks, actually. It's really nice. The weather was so nice today.
It was, wasn't it?
That people actually felt we can get out. It's not wet anymore. We can get out.
And I think actually for people who've had treatment, actually, like you mentioned, treatment, and it's turned out to be successful, then it's one of those things, I can't explain it, actually. When you come round and you think, actually, there's something good that's happened, because I'm always the one that goes... I'm always glass half empty, always, that's how I've been. And Sue is always glass half full. And I thought it's always been interesting looking at the way we behave towards life as a result. And there are lots of these little videos that say respond positively to life rather than always this kind of negative thing that happens. And I am trying, and I think by the time I get to around about 42, I'm going to be there. I'm going to start being more positive then.
That's lovely. I should look forward to that then.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, because you're not getting it right now. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
Anyway, here we go. A few songs. This one I meant to do. I like Frankie. If I record any songs again, and that we've been talking. I talked to Mark Edwards about this, about recording songs that people like, but are quite odd in the way that they're not all popular. Like I don't know. I did it my way. That kind of thing that I would never record anyway. That's not a song for me, because I haven't, and I never will. That's not the point of probably being a Christian man, is that I didn't do it my way. It's the most selfish song. I always think that. You have a lot of people have it at funerals, don't you?
I've quite a few people ask for it at the end of their service.
I suppose, being positive about it. I mean, what do you think the song means? What do you think it
Well,
means?
I tend to think it means that I didn't care what other people thought. I just did it my way. So it feels a bit sort of self-centered, I have to say. But I understand why people choose it. But then people choose a lot of very strange songs for funerals.
They do, don't you?
Yes, they do.
You had somebody the other day who was going to choose weird and wonderfuls,
Yes,
and you have to steer them. I think people have no sense. I always find this weird of reverence during the passing of someone. I suppose. I suppose different people, different things.
They just think, he really liked a bat out of hell. I'm going to have that.
Yeah, I'm going to have a bat. That's right. Anyway, this one, it was in the wee small hours of the morning, when the whole wide world is fast asleep, you lie awake and think about the girl, and never ever think of the counting sheep, when the whole wide world has learned its lesson. If you heard, if only she would call in the wee small hours of the morning. That's the time you miss her most of all. When the whole wide world has learned its lesson, you'll be hers if only she would call in the wee small hours of the morning. That's the time you miss her most of all.
That's rather beautiful, actually.
Yeah, I do like that song. It's it always has the chord progressions are so interesting.
Yes.
And that's what I like about songs, is actually if you have a melody that has something to say,
Yes.
and it's usually melancholy. I mean, that's that. I always steer my like Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're still like the lady with the mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely men have blamed you for that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile? Do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Mona Lisa.
Lovely.
First
That was
of
very
an
lovely.
unscheduled.
Yeah, that's the first trip off the list. A few nice ones on YouTube that people are enjoying. So Carol Wadsworth, she was very fortunate. She had a lovely chance for a lovely walk along Studland Beach this afternoon. Now there's quality.
There's quality.
There's quality for you.
You love. Could I just ask? You love going to Carol. You love going to Swanage and that area, don't you? I think you must have a place. Every time we're walking along there, we're always guessing where you stay. We think it's right in the front there, in one of the flats. But that's what we think anyway.
Judy Steele had a hot cross bun giveaway on Wednesday, handing out hot cross buns and hot chocolate to passers-by, along with Easter wildflower seed cards, but also contained QR code to the Easter story. That's quality.
That's quality. And so, what do we think about the Iceland? Ooh, Iceland
makes me very
hot crosses or ticks.
Not tick.
Tick's not a cross.
No.
Do you know what? I think actually, but it's meant to get us cross. And so it's meant to make the news.
Yes,
that's what it was meant to do.
That's why they're doing it.
That's why they're doing it. So the more we get angry, I mean, the trouble is, I think it's that kind of creeping secularisation where nobody wants faith in the public place. Well, do you know what? Do it, keep going and asking people, writing and said we want the crosses on, actually.
Yeah, we do.
And, that's it.
And lovely George Rogers planted 10 blackcurrant bushes in the backyard, looking forward to blackcurrant jelly for Christmas dinner in a couple of years, maybe.
Yeah, you're being very hopeful, George, there. A couple of years. Well, I don't know. It might be washed away
Thank you,
by
Rachel,
the undercurrent.
for helping me access those. That's great.
And that's great. So you've had a reasonable week. I think actually the rain does get you down, doesn't it?
It does.
There's no doubt. If you look out, this morning we looked out at the window and it was sunny. And when I woke up at 6:15, it was sunny. I thought the sun is shining, and it makes us feel differently about where things are going. Anything else coming up?
People love Wee Small Hours, and Chrissy's just said I've looked for Wee Small recording by JV, but there isn't one. Can we have a new album?
We haven't, no.
But it is a beautiful song, and you do sing it.
And I think with Mark,
so
I think doing it. I think Mark. Now another one, we did it. How many of you, by the way, I meant to ask, how many of you enjoyed Chris Wynn last week? Please do give some hearts and claps and stuff, because we loved having him, and I think Poop Deck has to be one of my. Well, those of you watching last week.
Yeah, lots of hearts going up. People obviously really
It was a great thing. Now, I've spoken today to the Arthurs. Do you remember Denise and Christopher?
The ones who lost their
legs in an
accident.
accident. And they came and talked, and it was one of the most talked about programs that we've done. And the reason was that they were just such, I don't know, transparent people. They talked honestly about how they felt. And they'd lost so much and yet had forgiven so much. And it was quite, for people who were Christian or not Christian, it was a massive challenge to our lives. Because I thought, you know, here am I don't know whether I can meet up. Anyway, meet up to that challenge, if that's somebody
Well, I think
done
that's
that
the point,
to me.
isn't it? We don't know how we're going to respond until something happens.
No, but how do you think you would respond, Sue?
I don't honestly know. I think, you know, you only get grace to cope with these things when something actually happens. You can't sort of work it up in advance, can you?
No. I think that's
I
what you were
like
saying about dying as well. When you
Yeah,
were saying that the other day, you saw this wonderful thing.
Oh, yeah.
Go on, you.
It was. I heard
Have you got it
someone
on phone?
talk about it. I don't.
You don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose this thing.
Adrian Charles had written an article in The Guardian about losing his dad. And it was very moving because what he was saying is you can't pre-feel something. So you can't prepare yourself for the loss of someone because there is no way that you can actually dredge up those feelings and make them happen every day. And I know that there's a lot of people here on the community who have lost, and you'll know that it's a hard process. It's a very, very difficult journey once you've lost someone. You can't prepare and get a few things in the bank beforehand.
No, I always think, you know, part of the way I always operated was in life was I still have, but back in the day, I was travelling on my own for, well, it must be hundreds of thousands of miles whilst you were here with the kids, and I'd be travelling across Europe or across the world indeed. And often I would rehearse things in my head. So I'd rehearse operas, but I'd rehearse my response to things as well. Some of that was quite useful because I had a terrible stutter and I was always nervous about meeting people. So that was part of the way I did it, was I'd rehearse my response to people if I was going to meet them. And people say, oh, you're very good at meeting people. Well, you know, you just go in and do it. And I know Adrian Pinnock says that with me, with people. Well, I think that for many years it was the most terrifying thing I would do was to walk into a room with strangers. But I rehearsed it. But when it comes to loss, Sue says this meeting so many people, they can't, you wait, and your mother has been in a situation, you know, now for years where she's terrible dementia, debilitating dementia for her and you come away and you think she's going to go, and we plan the funeral, and then up she pops again, and actually she's not well now.
No, she's got a chest infection, and so for the last couple of days I've gone and sat next to her and just sat praying over her and thinking about what the situation is and thinking, how will I feel when she finally goes and I finally don't have a parent? It's sort of, but you can't prepare yourself for it. You sort of think about it, but you can't actually make yourself feel something that is permanent.
No, however, we should do the interview.
I must just tell you.
Come on here. This is great.
My mum's money has run out, so the council came to see her to talk about covering the fees.
By the way, we absolutely picked the wrong time, because now if you pick people, it's down to £87,000. But now Mum has gone down to the previous
level, which is 23.
And so that's it. She's run out a whole of her lifetime of two of them. And it's gone.
It is what it is. Anyway, so the council came, and this lovely man came, and he was in his mid-30s, and he had a crib sheet of questions that he wanted to ask, and he was very thorough, and I was very impressed with him. Except the questions were completely inappropriate.
So I'll be Mum.
You'll be Mum, okay.
Okay. Now bear in mind, she's had dementia now for 16 years.
Yeah.
She's now been living in this place for
3
years, but doesn't know which side is up, okay? I mean, literally doesn't know where she is, where she was before, doesn't know. She's now living in 1940s with her mum and dad.
I'm a sister now.
You're her sister. Yeah. So he comes to her, not knowing anything about her.
She doesn't know why he's there. She wouldn't understand it. We tried to explain it to her, but she doesn't understand it.
Do interview me. Here we go.
So, Pamela.
Hello, dear.
Hello, Pamela. So tell me, Pamela.
Who's Pamela?
How many years have you been here?
Well, Sue, 3 years, Mum.
Really?
Have I? Really? Where were you before?
So where were you before you were here, Pamela?
Before. You would think that would alert him.
No, he carried on.
He carried on.
He carried on. So we had various questions. We got into questions about the family.
Yes.
So it was, this is obviously your daughter. And do you have any other children?
3. She has 2.
No, she's got one other child.
One other
apart from
child.
me.
And who are they? Well, Matthew,
Who's her grandson?
who's her grandson, her first grandson. Couldn't remember the
Bless
rest.
her, bless her.
And so
Anyway,
it got to...
it got to this amazing question where I just thought, I can't believe he's actually asked this. He actually said to her, so tell me, Pamela, could you tell me what your strengths are? This is not an interview. This is what, an assessment or
Assessment, yeah.
that kind of thing. I think he picked up the wrong sheet.
What my strengths?
Of
Well, I
course,
can
Mum-
bench press
Mum,
250
bless her.
pounds.
Mum, bless her, was so
So
confused
she
by
just
this
looked
point.
at-
She
she
just
just
looked
looked
at
at
him
him.
and didn't
Then
know
he's-
what to say.
then
And
the
then,
final
then
one,
the final question,
which was the pièce de résistance.
I just honestly felt that I was going to burst out laughing, and that would have burst his bubble because he was very earnest and he was trying very hard. The final question was, so tell me, Pamela, where do you see yourself in 6 months' time?
When we told the carers, it was, well, they just went, they were about on the floor. I said, what kind of...
Oh, bless her.
Anyway.
This is a woman who doesn't know where she is now, let alone
No,
in
she
6
doesn't know
months'
what a
time.
sandwich
And
is.
then he looked at me and he went, oh, 12 months? Bless him. He was lovely.
But a disaster.
But the wrong questions. A very
Who
good
thinks
example
about this kind of
the
stuff?
wrong questions in that situation.
Could you introduce this one?
What are we doing? Oh yes, last week, Jonathan and Chris had a sort of little bit of a slide through Singing If by David Gates, and I thought that it would be quite nice, and thank you Helen Coleman for prompting me on this, that it would be quite nice if I actually found the words for him so that he could sing it properly. So here for you this evening is Jonathan singing If by David Gates properly.
If a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I paint you? The words will never show the you I've come to know. And if a face could launch 1,000 ships, then where am I to go? There's no one home but you. You're all that's left me to. And when my love for life is running dry, you come and pour yourself on me. But if a man could be 2 places at one time, I'd be with you tomorrow and today, beside you all the way, and
I'd spend the end with you. And when the world was through, then one by one the stars would all go out. Then you and I would simply fly
That was lovely.
You see, that's
That's very nice.
I'd just like to say that song is about you.
Is it?
I'd like to say that, but it's
Yeah,
not.
I know,
Obviously
I
not. No.
know.
Here we go. Test card. And I
Okay.
can't even see it.
Okay, go for it. Whatever you want, Rachel. Whatever you want.
Oh. Blessed be the name. You gotta get it. Right, come on. Right, whatever it is. I haven't sung this one for years. I remember this arrangement. Certainly not. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Blessed be your name in a land that is plentiful, where the streams of abundance flow. Blessed be your name. Blessed be your name when I'm found in the desert place. Though I walk through the wilderness, blessed be your name. Every blessing you pour out, I'll turn back to praise. When the darkness closes in, Lord, still I will say, blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your glorious name. Blessed be your name when the sun's shining down on me, when the world's all as it should be. Blessed be your name. And blessed be your name on the road marked with suffering, with his pain in the offering. Blessed be your name. Every blessing you pour out, I'll turn to praise. When the darkness closes in, Lord, still I will say, oh, blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your glorious name. You give and take away. You give and take away. My heart will choose to say, Lord, blessed be your name. You give and take away. You give and take away. My heart will choose to say, Lord, blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your glorious name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your glorious name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your glorious name.
Matters, I think, wasn't it?
Was it? I think it might be.
I think it was on All That Matters. I remember you choosing it, actually. Can you
And
remember?
you know why?
Yeah, in
I
Lyon.
was in France, in Lyon,
In Lyon.
a time of deep suffering, and Lyon, not Lille, and I was doing a triplet of operas by Jan Arček at Lille Opera House, and you'd come out, and in fact, before you'd come out,
And
this was before
was that before my dad died?
your dad
Because my
died,
dad
and he
died
died
when
while
I
I was
was
out there,
yeah.
the day actually of the first performance.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get away. They wouldn't let me away. And you were here on your own. And you'd been, you'd come, and then you went back, and then he died. You'd been for a short time, and I'd been in this dreadful place, and I was there for a long, long time, many months. And
I think part of the I remember you expressing it when I was there. There were no trees around where you
Nothing.
were, and you were near
Nothing.
the river, and it was just brick walls and the water.
Well,
so there was
you
no
noticed-
greenery, was
but you
there?
noticed my flat. Remember
Yeah,
that?
it looked out onto
on
a
brick
wall. So you were really
It's
struggling
horrendous.
without any kind of trees or grass
Just
or anything
rehearsals.
like that.
Rehearsals, no friends, and
trees.
no trees, no life.
No softness.
And so I
actually.
went and I remembered this, and I remembered it was one of my moments of great depression, actually. And I went and sat. Was it the Seine that runs through there?
No, I don't think it is.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
No,
I think it's the
don't think
Seine.
it is.
Well, it's one of them. One of them that runs through.
Yeah.
I think it runs. Two rivers run through it. I think that's the. It sounds like a beginning
Someone
of a film.
someone can tell me
What
what
runs
river
through
he might have been dangling his feet in.
Lyon. And I wasn't dangling. I just went and sat by. I was so low and sat on this wall and it was running very fast river. And I sat looking into the water, and I thought, oh, I can't do this. And that was one of the times I thought, I cannot do this anymore.
you.
That was the beginning.
The River Rhone.
Rhone, that's it.
Thank you, Owen.
Thank you, Owen. And I had my feet, and I didn't realise that I put my feet in, and my feet were soaking wet. My trousers were wet, and I just put it. I hadn't even noticed I'd done it, and I sat there for probably an hour.
You had your
That song,
iPod on, didn't you, or something?
I had the iPod
and it
on,
was this playing.
and it wasn't me singing it. It was him.
No, that's right.
And I thought, I've got to record this, because actually during the good times and the bad, that's, if you remember, he wrote this. What was his name? Oh, not Tim, not Martin Smith. I remember. Anyway, however, he wrote this and the loss of his child, I seem to remember.
Yeah, something like that.
And so, it comes down to this thing, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, blessed be that. And it's easy to say that. It's easy to just say those words. So during the dark times as well as that. And I remembered that. That was, usually I put an album in, a song into an album, because they mean something, not because, I just fancied it. But that's, now, there's a song I would like to do, which is, what was I going to do?
Matt Redman, thank you, Gareth.
Yeah, Matt Redman, thank you.
And David Hicks. I knew you'd all come to the fore.
Yes. Well, there's a song, it's a big song, and who asked for this one? This is a guy called John Evans.
Yes, John Evans asked for my tribute from Andre Crouch. Now, Jonathan hasn't done this for a while.
Sue, tell them when I did it.
You used to do it at the church that we went to in London.
And then
Mission
England.
London. Mission to London.
And then Mission.
Did you do Mission?
Yeah, I did it. I did it at Queen's Park Rangers.
Yes.
Remember, I sat there, and that was the beginning of me singing gospel music before I went into opera.
Yeah.
And I'd learnt this one, and it was it's a massive song.
Okay.
And
so,
it's based on the same idea of I Did It My Way.
Yes.
So it's how can I say thanks for all the things you've done for me? Things so undeserved, yet you do to prove your love for me. The voices of a million angels could not express my all that I am and ever hope to keep. I owe it all to thee. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. To God be the glory for the things He has done. With His blood He has saved me. With His power He has raised me. To God be the glory for the things He has done. Oh, let me live my life. I want it to be pleasing, Lord, to Thee. Now, if I gain any glory, let it go to Calvary. With His blood He has saved me. With His power He has raised me. To God be the glory for the things He has And that, ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
that was, apart from just sneaking away from that top note, couldn't manage that one.
Yeah, wow, that was awesome. Can I just say, you guys have to be in the room to hear that in its full glory. That voice is just awesome tonight. Fantastic.
You got, God be the glory.
So you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, but it was when I was, how old was I? 25.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah,
responses?
lots and lots of responses. They really enjoyed that, and they were enjoying all of it actually.
Well, that's one. It's
Yes.
you go.
Yes.
You go from.
Owen Lamb said echoes to Billy Joel's scenes from an Italian restaurant with that change of tempo, which is true.
Sorry.
Owen says echoes of Billy Joel's scenes
Oh, that's
from
fine.
an Italian
Oh,
restaurant.
let me live. Yeah. I want to be pleasing, Lord. And Andre Crouch was a massive star at the
He
time.
was massive.
And
massive.
when he did
you
this,
you worked on that when you were younger.
when I was younger,
really
but I
wanted to be able
haven't
to
done
do
it.
it.
When did I do it last?
Well, Rachel thinks that you did it on the show.
But I think I didn't do the transition bit. With His blood He has saved me.
Was it on your
With
very
His
first?
power He has raised me.
Was it-
To God be the glory. There we go.
You
For the
could do it.
things He has done. That's it. That's how it should be nailed. You see?
Yes, and you could do
Nearly
it.
nailed it.
Yeah, you did it.
So close.
Was it on your very, very, very first album, In the Mood?
Oh, yes.
Yes, Rachel's waving it at me.
That's
yes.
right. In a different mood, in the nude. What?
Oh Lord, I hope not.
Well, no,
in a different
hold
mood.
on. Look at look. Come here. Look.
Oh yes, look. He's
The painting there. You see? With a great big stomach. See?
It's all right. Can I just say you're in luck?
Actually, can I just say? That looks as though it's the stomach. It's not. It's a radiator.
Can I just say that actually you're all right because in the camera the microphone is right over the stomach, so they can't
But
see.
can I also say the stomach, although it's not quite. See, that's the one. I don't know if you can see that one.
Hang on.
Go on then. Right, you just got to compare stomachs. You ready? Oh. There we go. You ready? So There's the stomach there. Right, now there's the stomach there. Now look, can I just say,
similar.
it's,
That's
no,
very
but can
similar.
I stop you? That there is the radiator. It's not my stomach.
Well, yes,
It looks as though it goes out there, but it doesn't. It's big enough, but you know. it's
Yeah,
not
there's a
bad.
big difference between the two of them.
It is.
Big difference. 'Cause
No,
one's
no.
got a pillow, one hasn't.
Yeah, and the question
Well, they
the
can't
question
really
is
say
which
that.
one hasn't.
They couldn't hear me say that.
No, they couldn't hear you say it. Okay, sit down, Sue. It's time to. I think we need a video to give me a little bit of Go on, put one on. Save me from myself and let me have a little break. I see trees of green and red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, a bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. When I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. And you, well, I hear babies cry, I watch them grow, and they'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself,
What a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Okay, now you can hear me. What a wonderful world indeed. And Jonathan's in this different spot because he wants to play the guitar, and who am I to stop him? So he is going to sing a song for our lovely John and Margaret Bown, who celebrated 59 years this
Wow.
week on Wednesday. So I truly am in awe, because the idea of spending 59 years with Jonathan is a challenge.
Horrific.
A challenge. So, lovely John and Margaret, this one is for you.
You place gold on my finger. You brought love like I've never known. You gave life to our children, and to me the reason to go on. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from the troubled wind. You're my anchor in life's ocean. But most of all, you're my best friend. When I need hope and inspiration, you're always strong when I'm tired and weak. Oh, I could search this whole world over, and you'd still be everything that I need. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from the troubled wind. You're my anchor in life's ocean. But most of all, you're my best friend. Sing it with me. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from the troubled wind. You're my anchor in life's ocean. But most of all, you're my best friend.
Yay! And that is for Helen and Philip Coleman as well, because their wedding anniversary is tomorrow. It is 52 years for them. So happy anniversary tomorrow, Helen and Philip.
Helen and Philip, wow. How many? We're so young, aren't we,
I
Sue?
know. Just
We're such young people.
mere whippersnappers.
And we are really. However, I want to sing a song actually to all of you tonight, wherever you are. And we have a little break again, and then we're going to have a little bit more ponderous stuff, I think. And George had asked, actually, because we thought that this week, as we lead up to, because we're not going to do a service on for Easter. So we'll just have a few songs that take us more towards that place. Not exclusively, but as we head towards the end of this little session before we head to Easter. But this one, actually, we recorded in Nashville, and at the behest of my son. And I think actually it helps an awful lot of people. And because of that, I hadn't thought about recording it. And with all the controversy that was around the Hillsong thing, can I just say, let's not be silly about it. There are songs that are still good, that remain good, just because an organisation is not good at the moment. So let's just take the good out of what is, redeem the stuff. That's what God does with stuff. He redeems it. And so here it is. This one is called Oceans.
And also, I'd like to say this is for Lou Day, for your birthday yesterday, Lou. Happy birthday, my dear, and up there in Wales with your husband and your son.
You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. And there I find you in the mystery of oceans deep. My faith will stand. I will call upon your name. Keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours, and you are mine. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you've never failed, and you won't start now. I will call upon your name. Keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans arise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours, and you are mine. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you call me. Take me deeper than my faith could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior.
will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves in the ocean's deep. Soul will rest in your embrace. Keep my eyes above the waves when oceans arise. My soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours and you are mine. Be back in a minute. You remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we walk in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze awhile upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we lie in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly. There have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left, you'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of I never made promises like there have been some that I've broken. Oh, but I swear in the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. We will walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run
as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. You remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in the fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold.
Oh, we need to be back on. There he is. There he is.
Ah,
Oh, there's
and now-
me. No, it's me. It's me. Hello. What do you want to say? What do you want to
I
say?
just want to say, and here, in a brand new section, it's called Sue's Moment of the Week. Here is Sue with her Moment of the Week.
Can I just say that Jonathan came up with this idea last week and completely forgot to do it, so I'm
So you
not
got
sure
two
it's going.
moments of the
Yes,
week.
I'm not sure it's going to go very well. So my moment of the week happened a week ago last Friday. We went out with my mother-in-law for her 91st birthday, which was lovely, and we were sitting there at the table with all the family, and the lovely waitress came up, and she obviously had a northern accent, I will say. And my husband loves identifying where someone comes from, and he usually spends a bit of time talking to them and comes up with a few guesses. And he said, "Oh, now your accent," he said, that's sort of northwest, I think, northwest, and for sort of Manchester." So she said, "Well," she said, "really," she said, "no, I'm not going to give you that." She said, I'll give you to the end of the meal to get it right." So I sat there and I thought, I recognise that kind of accent, and I went, "Barrow in Furnace." And she
dropped
she
the
went,
plate.
"Oh, pink." And she ran away, and then she came back again, and she stood next to me. She said, "I can't believe that you guessed where I came from." And I think hardly anybody knows where Barrow in Furnace is, let alone recognise an accent. But of course, our lovely Rachel speaks to us a lot. So I recognise the accent because she
Fair
sounded
enough.
fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
That's
So
Rachel.
that was
Fair enough.
that was my moment of my week. That number one, I guess this woman's place
Over
of
me.
birth.
That was the basic thing,
Number
wasn't
two,
it?
it was Jonathan was so put out because normally this is his
Oh, it
party
was.
trick.
I was-
Normally his party trick,
It
and
is.
he didn't get there
I didn't
quick
get
enough. He didn't get there quick enough.
I didn't get the clues. I didn't get the clues. But as
get
we
the
were
clues.
sitting there with my mother,
Yeah, it
and
was lovely.
I
It was
thought,
lovely.
actually, I'll sing her a song tonight. And this one, this goes way back to my childhood and to the 50s, and to a man that I've sung before, Jim Reeves. And Jim recorded a lot of gospel albums. A lot of the artists, including Elvis and everybody else, they recorded gospel albums. And we've been listening to some called the Brothers Heart. What are they called, Sue? Brothers of the Heart.
Brothers of the Heart. Yes.
If you like great singing,
Great
close
harmony
singing,
singing. That's what I love.
And country, every form
Yeah,
actually. It's got,
yeah.
and it's three guitars,
Bass,
a beautiful bass,
double bass.
and
Just
that's
a
it.
lovely 4-part
And
harmonies. Really
it's lovely. And I recommend you go onto YouTube and you put Brothers of the Heart in, and just they play in a circle, and it's beautiful. They've got other musicians playing too, but it's just very close harmony, quite Southern gospel. So they do quite a lot of the old Southern gospel songs. And they did this one, and it just reminded me of the album that my father bought for his Realistic, because that was the name of the thing, and he put it on his desk, on the turntable, and he played this. And I learnt this record sideways. This particular group of songs by Jim Reeves, and it was Jim Reeves sings gospel because the gospel music. And this one, I think my mother particularly likes this one, and I think Dad. We remain to be seen whether he would like it or not. But
I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of his voice is so sweet. The birds hush their singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart is ringing. Come on, Mum, sing. And he walks, come on, with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known.
Oh, that's taken a few people down memory lane, I can tell you.
Has it?
They're singing along.
one more time for you. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. Now, I don't know whether George knows that one from Canada. He must know that
He must
one.
know that. I mean, it was, Can I tell you, this is what Jonathan and I do late nights.
We do.
We sit there and watch these guys. We sing along to them.
It's actually, I tell you what's interesting about it is it changes the atmosphere before you go to bed.
It does, actually.
Don't you agree?
If
you're watching telly,
yes, it brings great peace, actually.
it brings God into the
Yes,
conversation
it
as you
does.
go to bed.
Yeah, it's
You know,
good.
you just go,
It's good.
I like to do it because it calms my soul,
Yes.
and you know how much I need calming.
Yes, you do.
Sue, some notices.
Some notices from me. Here we go, Rachel. Excellent. Well, let's have a little look. And so we have a new tour coming up. As you can see, Jonathan Veira, not dead yet. And
Tell me if you love the title. Come on.
so, as you can see, we are starting at St Paul's Church in Camberley on the 19th of April. Then we are off to Gainsborough on the 4th of May. Then we have our little Scottish tour. So the 18th we're in Cowdenbeath, and the 24th we're in Perth, and then on the 25th we're at Saltcoats at South Beach Baptist Church. At the end of June we are at All Saints Leyden, which, as I mentioned last week, is where we got married. So I think
nearly 2 years ago.
yeah, so I think we'll notice a few changes there. We have a week at Thornley Hotel from the 17th to the 24th, which will just be a lovely, lovely time. It always has been, and we'll teach lots of songs and we'll share lots of thoughts and just get to know one another even better. 21st of September, we are in Aintree, and actually on the week before, so that will be the 14th, we are back at Shottery, which is not there yet, but on the 14th, we're in Shottery.
Which is near
Stratford-on-Avon. The 26th of October sees us at St John's Church in Stoneleigh, and we have another one in October that's just left my brain. I can't remember which one. Oh, yes, I know. Dorothy Lusmore's got the 19th, I believe, 19th of October in Winchester. So, Dorothy, that one is in there for you, so don't worry that you can't see it on the sheet as it stands at the moment. So further dates are being added all the time. So we haven't yet gone into November, so don't worry about
We've
that.
got dates in November and December that are
If
already
you
happening.
wish to know more about any of these events, then you need to go to Jonathan's website, which is jonathanveira.com. We have a calendar on there which will tell you exactly where the event is, what time it starts, how much the tickets are, and how to get tickets. So that's where you need to go to get further details. And if you want to put one on, if you want to know a little bit more, which is what Dorothy Lusmore did recently, she asked me and I sent her a load of stuff, and they have decided to put one on. So if you want to know about how to put one on in your church, then you contact me on sue@jonathanveira.com. And if you have any other questions, so you want to know where a particular song is on an album, we've had a few interested questions about that. So if you want to know a little bit more and how to get a CD, then you can speak to me, or you can go straight to the shop at jonathanveira.com and order something from there. So we will have a few dates in the Steinway room coming up, but we are going to say at this point, we'll let you know as we go along, because it's changing all the time is all I can say. As you can see, we're away quite a bit, so we're trying to work out when to do it. So we will definitely be in 2 weeks time, 3 weeks time. But we might have a little something in there for you at some point, but we'll let you know closer to the time. Please, if you haven't subscribed already to YouTube, we need you to subscribe, because the more people we have watching and subscribing, then the better it is. We get more little bits and pieces that Rachel can play with in terms of technology. I do not understand these things. She enjoys playing with them. So please subscribe, because I think eventually we might get a few pennies from it.
How do you do that, Sue?
So as you can see on the screen, you can see it says subscribed. If you hit the little red bar on the Jonathan Veira YouTube site, then you will subscribe. All you have to do is hit that red bar and click on the little thumb, and you will find yourself going through to a page where all you need to do is to give an email address. So if you have several email addresses, please subscribe with all of them. You will then get an email letting you know that we have posted something and so on. So you'll always be in touch, which is always very important, because Rachel, lovely Rachel, often puts videos up and so on. You don't want to miss those, I can tell you. So you need to subscribe if you haven't done it already. If you haven't already joined the JV Community Facebook, please do so. It is a lovely group, very supportive, very kind. Here on the screen is how to do it. And you'll be asked 3 questions. Please answer them, because then we know that you are real people and that we will want to have you in our group. So it is a closed group, and it is lovely and it is kind, and we like to keep it that way. So people put their their anxieties in there, they put their joys and their sadnesses, and they put their jokes. So we have to put up with all of those, really. But it's all marvellous and wonderful. So please join if you haven't done so already. I think that's the end of all the notices.
Apart from
YGAF, which is Jonathan's little bit.
Well, I always like to say this, and Adrian is out there cheering me on, and already we've been talking about people that have been recommended for YGAF this past week. And we would like you to feel, if you would like to be, for YGAF, those of you who don't understand, that means you've got a friend, YGAF, YGAF, you've got a friend trust, and it enables people to just, if they are in need, they can just contact us, contact Adrian directly, contact them, as you can see the email on the screen right there. And if you would like help, maybe buying, let me just give you another example, a washing machine or some help in the areas of, you've got a taxi to buy, something, so you've got food that you've run out of food. You've got, I don't know, I'm trying to think of other things that you could, but a few £100 that could help you at this time. And then the trustees meet. I'm not a trustee. I am not allowed to be legally. And so they meet and they assess it. If you'd like to, please don't feel that you're not worthy. If you want to just talk to us about it. Some people do not qualify because it's, if you want your, I don't know, if you'd like your shoes cleaned on a Tuesday and you want to pay somebody to do it, well, I mean, I'm afraid probably that won't meet the criteria. But if you'd like, I don't know, if you want a holiday in the Bahamas, you're not going to get one of them either. But please feel free, seriously, to contact Sue or I or Adrian directly, and we can help you, direct you towards it. And if you'd like to give, it's sustained. This fund is sustained by people's generous giving. And it means that you give, and often what people have done is they've given, they've received, and then in the time when things are not so hard, they've given back to the community. So that's the YGAF. Please avail yourself of this and contact me directly or Sue directly on Messenger or Adrian, and then we'll get you going on this. I think I just want to do, as we wind down tonight, we won't be here for the Easter break. And normally we've done a service, but we thought actually most people are back in their churches, and it was an awful lot of work that we could do. Now, if at some other point in the year you would like us to do that. Now, we've done the Christmas one, we haven't done the Easter one, but reflections on Easter are often quite moving for those of us who have faith and those who haven't got faith. And if you're out there and you haven't got faith, I think it's really good to reflect upon, to take some time out. I think we're also in a rush, and this item of furniture that we carry around with us stuck to us on every juncture, the last thing we forget is this. And if we forget this, our whole life is on there. And sometimes it's good. We went out today, and there were no phones. No. We just walked. Mm. And I realised people are wearing headphones all the time to shut themselves out often from talking to people. And I think actually sometimes God wants to speak to us, but the noise going on is so intense from everywhere around us that we can't hear. He's wanting to speak. I remember that he walks with me and he talks with me. Sometimes actually that's what you need, the time to walk and talk. And he tells me I am his own. And the joys we share as we gather there, none other has ever known. And it's a time when I know people out there have taken the time to listen to God. And this Holy Week, which is started now, and we get into Maundy Thursday and then into Good Friday, don't rush it, people. And that's all I can say. Don't rush to Sunday. It is the modern evangelical urge to deny Friday because we don't it's a bit uncomfortable for the kids. And it is an uncomfortable time. That's why churches call it Low Saturday and things like this, because there's a time when we must reflect. We must reflect, and building up to that time when we see what God has done for us. And so, actually, I'm just going to sing a few songs, and I'm going to finish this one. I'm going to do Pour Over Me, words can never express, some of the joys, and then His Eyes on the Sparrow, and then finish with a song on the cross. And that one, which again was from our first album, these are from the first album, Life and Soul. We just kind of regenerated it, plugged it in again, and we found it to be helpful for us, and we hope it will be helpful for you. Oh, I see. Oh, we've got King of Kings as well on there. So, what would you like to start with, Sue? You choose.
I think
Pour
Pour Over Me.
Pour Over Me. Okay, let's have Pour Over Me then. Thanks, Rachel. Stuart Townend, this one.
Your love shining like the sun, pouring like the rain, raging like the storm, refreshing me again. Oh, 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 I receive your love. Your grace, it frees me from the past. It purges every sin. It purifies my heart and heals me from within. Oh, 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 I receive your love. I come, lay my burden down, gladly at your feet. I'm opening up my heart. Come make this joy complete. Oh, 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 I receive your love. Thirsty soul, pour over me, pour waves of love, pour over me, pour over me, pour over me. Let your rain flood this thirsty soul. Like the sun, refreshing me with rain. I lay my burden down. Why should I feel discouraged? And why
to the shadows come. Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, the constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches. I know He watches. Yes, I know He watches you and me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on that sparrow, and I know He watches. I know He watches. Yes, I know He watches you and me. King of Kings.
This is for lovely Brenda that we met at Thornley. This one's for you for your birthday, my dear. Happy birthday.
King of Kings, Majesty, God of heaven, living in me, gentle Savior, closest friend, strong deliverer, beginning and end. All within me cries out in praise, Your Majesty. I can't but bow, I lay my all before You now. In royal robes I don't deserve, I live to serve Your Majesty. earth and heaven worship you, God eternal, faithful and true, who bought the nations, ransomed souls, brought this sinner near to your throne. All within me cries out in praise, Your Majesty. I stand above, I lay my all before you now. In royal robes I don't deserve, I live to serve Your Majesty. Your Majesty, I can but bow, I lay my all before you now. In royal robes I don't deserve, I live to serve Your Majesty. King of kings, Majesty, King of kings, King of kings, Majesty, King of kings. Let's have on the cross. As we ponder this one, as we come to the close and we say goodbye to you until after Easter, on the cross, the King of Glory died. Here is grace, here is love flowing from his wounded side. On the cross. On the cross, on the cross, where the King of Glory died. Here is grace, here is love, flowing from his wounded side. Amazing mystery, that he should die for me as a perfect sacrifice. On the cross, on the cross, love incarnate on the cross. At the cross, at the cross, all my sin on Jesus laid. Mine the debt, here's the cost. By his blood the price is paid, and through his suffering, that fragrant offering, arms of love are open wide. At the cross, at the cross, there is healing at the cross.
and be called a child of God. To the cross, to the cross, Spirit lead me to the cross. At the cross, at the cross, where the King of glory died. Here is grace, here is love, flowing from that wounded side.
On the cross, on the cross.
Such mystery.
On the cross, on the cross.
Perfect sacrifice. Ooh, on the cross, on the cross, such mystery.
On the cross, on the cross.
Such mystery. Well, I think we've come to the end. And Sue, are you going to come and sing this with me, or are you not going to come and sing this with me?
I'll try.
You try. Okay. Do your thing. And we'll put that music down there. Put it on the floor. That one down there. And that's it. We're planning this. And you've not sung with me for a bit, have you?
I have not.
You haven't felt confident to do it.
No.
But sing what you can
So
sing.
if I run away,
No, you're not running away anywhere. All right? All right, you want me to... Sorry.
Up a bit.
As I remind you, frequently, my bottom, though it's difficult, is bigger than yours. Difficult to conceive, I know, but there we go. Now listen, have a great Easter
yes,
together.
do.
As you remember, the death and resurrection, the triumphant resurrection of our Lord Jesus. And may you have pleasant times with your family. May you, if you're not with family, with friends, may you have a blessed and peaceful Easter. And we pray for all of those people who are, and I prayed for it the other day, for those people who are in stress, and I talked about the royal family. We pray for all of those who are in distress, who are ill, not just for Kate and for the King, but also for all who suffer. From here, from the gates of the palaces to the horror of the people and the children and the women and the men dying in Gaza as we speak, and in all other conflicts that we think of at this Easter. We pray God's blessing and peace on a war-torn world, and in our own lives we pray that God will comfort and protect us wherever we are in this country, and indeed as you watch anywhere around the world. We wish you a happy Easter, and this is our final. We'll just sing, I think we're going to just sing the Go Peaceful, because it's now, I think, actually. And I'll play Go Peaceful, Rachel, and I'll do the Lord Bless You in a shortened version, all right? So if we can do that, just cut it off at the end of Go Peaceful.
We just pray that something of tonight has touched you, and that it has going to be a lasting blessing for you throughout this week. That whatever you've needed to hear tonight, you've heard, and that you'll also have joy and peace this week ahead.
Go
in gentleness through the violence of these days. Give freely, show tenderness in all your ways. We'll sing it together, is that all right?
Yeah, that'll do me
Right.
fine.
Through darkness, in troubled times, let holiness be your aim. Seek wisdom, let faithfulness burn like a flame. God speed you, God lead you, and keep you wrapped around His heart. May you be known by love. I will name a few people, actually. Carol Wadsworth, who I often see. Carol, I'm glad that you could have a little bit of fun today in the difficulties you're in. In Elizabeth Ormiston, in your loneliness, in my mother, actually,
Yeah, lots
in
of
her
people
loneliness.
feeling lonely. Rosalie, you've missed your husband. It was your anniversary today, and he's been gone for about 20 odd years, I think, and that's sad. It's sad when you hit the anniversary and you think, we thought we were going to have a life together and we didn't have as much time as we wanted. So we think of you in your loneliness too.
We think also of Sam, John Bound's brother,
Yes.
and we think of
And
him at
Lorraine.
this time. And Lorraine,
Lorraine.
particularly, she's in her loss, and yet her rejoicing in great stuff. Be righteous, speak truthfully in a world of greed and lies. Show kindness, see everyone through heaven's eyes. God hold you, enfold you, and keep you wrapped around His heart. May you be known by love. God holds you, enfold you, and keep you wrapped around His heart. May you be known by love. Well, that's it, isn't it, really? Lord bless
Certainly
you.
is.
Lord keep you. Just do a verse of this, and then we're going to go on. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you His peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face to shine on you. The and give you His peace, and give you His peace. Great to have your company tonight.
Thank you for
God bless
joining
you,
us.
and we'll see you in about 2 weeks' time. Okay,
God bless you. Love you.
And stay tuned in, and then you'll get the information. All right, here we go. Goodbye.
Bye.